success of pilot project, taking it forward to all the other ways, all the other department, step by step is what we call the horizontal deployment. Right? And we have already seen the changes. We have already seen how the education is going on since the last 1.5 months. We have already seen how the retail is happening, the social distancing, how the food changes, supply chain is going through. The most of the organization has already accepted. The early we accept, the early it is good for us. So that's why acceptance is very important. Only then we can assess, and then only then we can accept. So we need to accept, and then we need to access what we can do. Probably you all know about the Kaizen, and people like you and me, they have gone through a lot of Kaizen books, lot of Kaizen training program, lot of Kaizen videos, and the organization also aspired to implement the Kaizen. But you're surprised to see that 90% of the organization are not able to implement Kaizen. The 90% of the organizations are not able to grab the same result which they have seen in the most of the Japanese company. And we call it that Kaizen success rate is not as much as in the Japanese company. Or probably we say finally, the Kaizen is not working here. Kaizen fail. Now, ladies and gentlemen, again, the chat box is open. Please put your mind and just give your understanding why Kaizen is not so successful in our country, in our organization, as it is successful in the Japanese company. Right. Why Kaizen fail? Could be one word or one sentence or reason. So probably Anuga will explain.
Okay, so one input we got from Jitendra, it says the cost is the reason for not succeeding. Nilesh says only lack of understanding. The cultural constraint from Ankita, that's a very
wonderful,
nice.
Wonderful.
Standardization not done, time out of production, not accepting the facts because people don't know the real meaning of Kaizen. In fact, Vikrant says it's now continuous while implementing to analyze after action.
Yes, great.
Very good.
Great.
Indian people do Kaizen to show off rather than not a fire.
Wonderful. You nail it. You nail it.
Mahima says because of impatience behavior, reduction in manpower by Devanshu, lack of acceptance, resistance change by Vishnu. We do continuous improvement and they do continual improvement. That's wonderful.
Yes.
Very nice. Kaizen not in regular practice due to people don't know about it. Evaluation is not correct by Sanjay. That's rightly said. Not fully committed. Not no complexity or to simplicity. No commitment from team. No reinforcement by Babita. Very nice. Giraj says the complexity to simplicity is not there. Change does not get accepted by Nilesh. Very nice.
Yes.
So thank you so much. It was really nice engaging. Dilip says no commitment from team and organization.
Yes, absolutely.
Very
wonderful.
Good.
Wonderful.
Great. Thanks. Yes.
One of the reason of Kaizen failure is that company is not fully committed. So commitment, lack of commitment, wonderful. Lot of probably you hijack my presentation actually. So wonderful. So somebody says there is a lack of cultural sensitivity or something like this. Exactly same. People, especially in India, we believe in copy-paste system. So we assume we go to somewhere. See what happened. Let me tell you one example. And there's a real example. When Japan was doing Kaizen and the result was amazing, the whole world was looking at Japan. In the meantime, let me take a very specific example. This example is from the Toyota company, which is the best example of Kaizen. When General Motors and Ford from the West, they are amazing to see the result of this Japanese company, Toyota. They decided to go and make a visit, try to see the secret behind the success of Toyota. And Toyota is very open. They say, please come and see. take a look on our system, our process, take a look on what we are doing. And they all, the delegates came with a pen and paper, they write down, they observe each and everything. They write down, they make notes, they take snaps, all the General Motor and Ford people. They go back, they implement the same thing, but they were not able to get the result. They come back to Toyota again. They say, we need once more. We need to get the understanding again. Toyota say, okay, please come and see what we are doing. We are so open. Again, they make a note, they took observation, they go back, they implement each and everything. But then again, finally they believe the Kaizen is failed. And finally they come back to Toyota and they ask, sir, whatever you are doing, we are also doing. Whatever you are doing, we are keeping it also here. But this system is not working here. Please tell us where we are lacking. And then the Toyota guy says, don't call it system. The Kaizen is not a system, it's a culture. It is not something which you can just copy paste and put it there. It's not like this, because it's not a drastic change. It's a systematic, you have to have a mindset first. Here, we need to understand the difference between the system and culture also. System, you can copy and paste. Culture, you cannot copy paste. System, you can make in the morning, you can finish in the evening. Probably every day you can make a new system. But culture, you cannot have every day new culture. It takes years and years and centuries of centuries to build the culture. And this is the culture. We called it Kaizen as the Japanese culture. And we have few examples also. It is in their DNA. Kaizen is there in their DNA. Probably in current world also, we have many examples of organization, those they develop their own culture. Some of the brands, some of the companies are known for their culture and not for the system. And yes, Kaizen is the culture, not the system. And Kaizen is there in their DNA. It is there in the blood. Now, there's nothing about biology DNA. I'm talking about some characteristics. There are certain characters which naturally is available in the Japanese people. So God has given some, it's just like a God-gifted character. So let us understand what are those characters. And probably because of the lack of these characters, the Kaizen is not as successful as in Japan. So let us see one by one, what are those characters, and you can probably make a note of those characters. There are few. I'm just sharing the few. The character which we can adopt to make the Kaizen culture. The first character is the learning attitude. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, I work with many Japanese, I used to sit and spending time with them. They have a wonderful learning attitude with them. Whatsoever the experienced guy, a manager, he still have a learning passion, learning attitude. Probably this is something missing in our country, especially. Rather here, if you go to teach someone, rather he will teach you instead. But they are having this attitude, the learning. They are always open to learn new things. They believe that learning is directly proportional to the earning. So the more we learn, the more we earn. And the more quickly we learn, the more quickly will be adopted with the new situation. The one character is the learning attitude. Another is process. They follow the process religiously. There is no shortcut to the process. That becomes the prerequisite of Kaizen. Another character which the Japanese have, they always feel proud to be whatever they are doing. And they believe is perfection. Where the West is following the Six Sigma, where they at least accept 3.3 error in million, the Japanese are not accepting even a single. They believe in zero defect. Zero defect. Not even a 0.1 defect in million per million. And they also feel proud to be a part of whatever they are doing. Another character is self-discipline. There is nothing. See, once the system is in place, once the process in this place, everybody has to follow the process, and there is a culture of self-discipline. We don't need to tell them. For example, the punctuality. And the punctuality is the real punctuality in Japan. If there is a time of the train is 9:43, it is 9:43 only. That's a discipline. And the wonderful, which is my famous, which I also adopted in my life, is flexibility. If you met any Japanese, they are too flexible to quickly change any job. If someone is working as a cashier, if you ask him tomorrow to go into the floor shop, he will quickly go, because they are open to learn. There is no resistance. They handle to, quickly accept the challenges. Flexibility to adapt the new job. Flexibility to adapt into the new environment. And we all know, in Japan, they have, the maximum number of earthquakes in Japan. And it's their routine. They accept it. Now it's become a part of their life. And you know what happened here in India? Even if there is a 1 second of earthquake, whatever happened, how anxiety, depression starts here. They learn to live with the nature. And the character is flexibility, adaptability. They also know how to maintain the balance